Howdy folks, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be tackling the question of, can you save the Marines at the beginning of the mission Floodgate in Halo 3? So, at the very beginning of the mission of Halo 3, when you come to this area here, it's like on your way to like the main part of the mission. If you jump across the ledge here, you can see like these Marines getting attacked by Flood, and they, they're basically trying to fight them off. And if you don't do anything, then those Marines eventually get completely overrun by the Flood, and in most cases they get knocked off the edge. So, the question is, can we save them? But before we get into that, I want to first announce an awesome giveaway from my sponsor Instagaming, where you can win any game of your choice. You can find a link for this giveaway in the description below. So if you want to win the game of your choice, any game at all really, then all you have to do is click on the link below and enter the game you would like to win. You can also click some of the additional blue buttons for more chances to win as well. But that's it. That's all you have to do, and after doing all that, you're entered in the contest to win the game of your choice. But make sure to act fast, because this giveaway is for this month only. Okay, so I have actually sort of tackled this in the video a long time ago, actually before I even knew how to do mods and stuff. But at the time, I just did a video about like what happens to those Marines, like where they go. And I did kind of save them in that video, and I just showed that they just run off, and then, well, I don't know where they went to at the time, because I didn't have a way to get past the barrier here. But now, with the Acrophobia Skull, this is a lot easier to save them, and using the Acrophobia Skull, we'll also be able to see what happens to them as well, which we'll get to in just a little bit. But first, I'm going to show you guys how to save them. So, you don't need the Acrophobia Skull to get here to the ledge, where you saw we were standing and shooting them with the battle rifle, but it can help, and you can get there a lot sooner as well. So, as I said, once you save the Marines there, they do run off, and, well, you don't really see what happens. But that's why I did this over co-op, where one player goes save them, and the other player uses the Acrophobia Skull to fly all the way around past the barriers, which is, if you want to do this as well, just follow this exact same path I'm taking. There's a lot of invisible barriers here, so just watch your steps. Sometimes you might get stuck in them, and it takes a while to get out. But using the Acrophobia Skull, you'll actually be able to fly fast enough around the map to get out the barrier and to make your way all the way to the Marines. Unfortunately, you can't just directly walk to the Marines because there's a barrier there. So you have to go out here and then over the barrier, then come back all the way around while you're still over the barrier. Then come over here to the Marines, and you should just be able to catch them just in time to see that when they run away, when they get to a certain spot, they just drop dead, even if you save them. Although in most cases, it's actually interesting that that's scripted for them, because in most cases those Marines don't usually survive. They usually get like knocked off the edge by the Flood. And yeah, so it's interesting that they're even scripted to walk that way and they just drop dead. Now there's another set of Marines here, which some people might mention, which I also briefly covered in the previous video as well. But these Marines, they're just kind of, this is like the fakest scripted battle I've ever seen. When these Marines spawn, not only are they scripted to drop dead, but as you saw, they were scripted to just shoot at like in a straight line in front of them. Even though they were actually like actual Flood charging at them, they don't actually shoot at the Flood. Now from a distance away, it may look like they're shooting at the Flood, which is, what Bungie intended you to, sort of see. But what actually happens is that they're just shooting a straight line, near the Flood, but not directly at the Flood. But, even if you save these Marines, just like the ones at the very beginning, they all are scripted to just drop dead after a certain point. And the Flood, well, they're supposed to survive because they come back and attack you later. But in this case, when we killed them, it does prevent them from attacking you later on. But yeah, so there you guys have it. The answer to whether you can actually save the Marines at the beginning of Floodgate, both sets of them, the answer is no, you cannot. I mean, technically you can, but they eventually drop dead anyways. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, make sure to leave a like, leave it down in the comments, and if you guys want to check out a link to, just let me know. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!